Coach, let's start with a really tough question. On the sidelines, when you take that left hand and those notes and you write something down, give me an example of what you're writing down.
Well, it's a crossword puzzle. I keep that with me in slow times. It's my way of keeping track of what happens series by series, any critical plays that may take place. And one thing about my handwriting, I got the handwriting of a doctor. I just didn't get the brains of one, so that's a curse of being left-handed.
Everybody knows about the new tradition, the wave to the Children's Hospital, but I don't know that everybody knows the last 7 years, the Ladies Football Academy, run by you and your wife and your staff and your players, have raised almost $3 million. And you and Mary, your wife, have donated $1 million. Now the fans get the benefit of all the work that you've done behind the scenes. How does it make you feel when it happens?
It's great. And, you know, it's interesting. I was an assistant here in the 80s. We've always had a long-standing interaction with the hospital and the Children's Hospital in particular. So all of our athletes, not just football players, have done that. But, yeah, what it's kind of morphed into, and first of all, for the record, Mary is the head coach of the Ladies Football Academy, not me. I'm one of the guys that shows up when I'm told to. The bigger story, I think, is really the interaction our athletes have with the students over there, and talk to our guys all the time about, you know, when we do this, we're doing it because we choose to do this, all of us coaches and players, but we're also able to do this. And I think every time, you know, we look at the hospital, it's just a reminder that, you know, not everybody's as fortunate as we are.
Someone that's had as much success as you've had at one place has to have leaned on some core values that guided you through this journey. Tell me about some of the core values of Iowa football.
Well, you know, I think all of us are a byproduct of how we've been raised, starting with our families, and I've been so fortunate to work with so many good coaches. But, you know, it's all about fundamentals, just the fundamentals of doing things right, and that usually entails, you know, paying attention to details, putting effort into it, and then, you know, you have to have mental toughness, because anything worth, I think, doing, anything that's going to be tough to accomplish, you're gonna get knocked down.
Things you want to see always be part of college football, and maybe some things we should discuss changing.
Well, you know, we got the greatest game going, in my opinion. But I do worry a little bit about, and, you know, the money gets bigger, the game gets bigger, and that's just, you're not going to slow that down. But I think, you know, if we can find a way to curtail recruiting a little bit and compartmentalize it, not only for us, but I think as much for the high school prospects. And then the other thing, I think at some point we're going to have to try to bring the number of people that work in an organization under control. To me, that's kind of growing to a place where it's not necessarily healthy for the game. I don't think it's a good thing.
Coach, I've always learned something from you being around you. Today's no different. Thank you.
Thanks, Gerry. Thank you.
Thanks.